Usually the conversation around here is about football. Today, the topic is gas for one of the sponsors, specifically Mobile Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline. Let's start with the fact that Mobile Supreme Plus Premium is amazing. It keeps engines 3 times cleaner, so engines perform better for better gas mileage. Just ask motorsports legend Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney. She raced top fuel dragsters in the 70s, so she knows a thing or two about gasoline. She also knows a thing or two about the 70s, so if there are any questions about leisure suits, vinyl, or fondue, fire away. One might wonder why they call her Cha-Cha. Like, is it a family name or a marketing ploy? Or maybe she thought it sounded cool. It's very curious. Getting back to fuel, Shirley and the team highly recommend Mobile Supreme Plus Premium Gas because it keeps engines 3 times cleaner for better performance and gas mileage. By the way, Cha-Cha Muldowney, she drove a pink car. Mobile. Legendary. 3 times cleaner compared to Mobile regular gas and port fuel injected engines. Actual results may vary. Visit mobilefuels.com for details.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we starting? God damn it!
You ready, dude?
I like the well. Hello there.
Let's get a clean run, huh?
I thought it was good. I mean, I thought we should have just kept running with it.
God damn it!
Whenever it feels awkward, just keep going.
Can we just take it all the way from the beginning
of the episode?
Anyways, we're going back to the top? Can we use anything from what we just did?
Hey, chill out. Well, hello. Welcome back to New Heights.
Yeah.
Presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment.
Yeah.
We're your hosts. If you don't know us, this is Jason Kelsey, my big brother. I'm Travis Kelsey out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, University of Cincinnati Bearcats. We're here at the world-famous WSE headquarters, and they decked this thing out in New Heights attire. We got a bunch of fun stuff here.
Some really cool stuff.
Yeah, you already know.
I think we're going to talk about it.
Looked like they were out playing street football with this thing.
Yeah, that one's definitely got some miles on it.
Yep, you already know. Love to see it. Love to see it. These guys are playing some ball.
Cactus
New episodes come to you every single Wednesday, or as often as we can get them to you on every single Wednesday. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts, and also follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show with 1S, so you do know when we're coming out with new episodes, if it's not every Wednesday. Jason, what do we got coming up?
Got another great episode, Trav, as always.
Knew it!
Today we're going to rehash a debate that has plagued this show for months. I'm going to give some advice to all dads out there, and we're going to kick off the NFL draft month with the first official New Heights mock draft. You ready?
I am ready.
You ready to get your ass kicked?
Yeah, man. Wait, what?
But first, as always, new news.
New news.
New news, old news. We are still the #1 sports podcast on Apple and Spotify, depending when you look.
Yes.
Thank you, as always, to all the 92%ers that are tuning in each week. We can't tell you how much we appreciate the support. We're here together at the WSC headquarters, as Travis just said. They officially redid the set with all of this incredible artwork from you guys. That's right. This set is decked out in 92% artwork and fan material. My personal favorite is the unrealistic physique of that picture right there of me, as well as the Sean Payton-esque photo right there. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of really good stuff.
There's some good ones.
The stop sign, the iconic stop sign, which has nothing to do with our show, but I think any place where there's signs, you should have a stop sign. It's just safe.
Got some Kelsey Crunch back here, baby.
This is probably my least favorite photo right there. I wish it wasn't up. It's going straight in the shredder after this episode.
It's a beautiful picture.
Do we have anything else that we wanted to touch on?
No. That's it. I mean,
This like got a nice little 2D, 3D action, as well as the New Heights sign. Oh, dude, that's a real book.
What?
That's a real book. Baby signing for dummies.
Well,
so they've been doing it for a long time.
I would say I'll read it, but...
Well, you know what it's actually about.
Sign language for babies?
God, you're smart. I thought you weren't going to get it. We do have a live show ticket update to talk about. In last week's episode, we told you that we had a few pairs of tickets for the show in Kansas City.
Just a few.
And here's how we want to give those out. We want to find the 1% of the 92%. We want you to write us, tweet us, make a video, basically do whatever you want to do or not. Probably won't win the tickets if you don't do anything. But if you don't want to come to the show, that's probably, just don't do anything. But if you do want to come to the show, you're having a tough time finding tickets, we want you there. So we're going to try and make this as fair of a process as possible and give it based on merit. So please give us the best content you can come up with, and we'll be sure to include a lot of this in the shows.
Come on now, you already know.
But, of course, we will also be giving out a pair of tickets to the lovely 1% of the 92%, which is 0.92%.
Just move them decibels.
That's right.
Just got to move that dot.
All right. We're going to announce the winners in the episodes closer to the show in Kansas City. Last piece of new news. Travis, you got a big draft concert weekend announcement thingy coming up?
Yeah. No, we got obviously the live show New Heights, but I'm also throwing the biggest music festival that Kansas City has ever seen, the Kelsey Jam.
You're doing 2 live shows in 1 week?
Uh-huh.
And you think you're going to sell a bunch of tickets?
And it is going to be epic.
Okay.
I got some great musical artists.
Who's going?
Machine Gun Kelly, Rick Ross, The Boss.
Oh, my gosh.
Loud Luxury, one of my favorite DJs out here. Their sets are unreal. And then we got Kansas City's own Tech 9 coming through.
Where's it going to be
Kansas
at?
City party without Tech 9. What'd you say?
Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in Kansas City, Draft Day weekend, April 28th. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Ooh.
So you don't want to miss out on this one. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a whole bunch of great food, a lot of barbecue, a lot of Kansas City barbecue.
Is it outside or inside?
It's going to be outside and inside.
Outside? And inside?
In and outside.
In and out. Is it
I think you're going to be outside and then go inside.
Is it going to be a mosh pit?
Machine Gun Kelly is known to get the crowd rowdy.
If I come, can I start a mosh pit?
Yes. And I will be in there with you.
I love moshing it up.
You already know the grog shop back home. Make sure you guys check it out. Kelsey Jam coming to you guys. Draft Day weekend. We're going to have some fun getting excited for the 2023 season. I've always wanted to throw a party for Kansas City the way that I know how to party.
Hey.
And we're bringing a whole bunch of my favorite things into play. And it's going to be a festival. It's going to be a music festival for everyone. So make sure you bring the kids, bring your grandparents, bring everybody, man. Bring your cousins, your mama, Joe mama, your daddy, everybody. Bring them all.
Most importantly, you got to fight.
Oh, you're right.
To party!
Kelsey Jam.
It's jam time.
Yeah. How long are we going to let that go? All right. Tickets go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. Go to kelseyjam.com right now and pre-order your tickets. Pre-sale starts right now as we speak. And yeah, we're about to have some fun. Draft weekend in Kansas City, baby. Can't wait to see you guys there. Yep. Let's move on to some fan art of the week, huh?
Hey, what do we got?
How about it? We got a shout out to Paige Holtz.
Yep.
Holtz.
I think that sounds right.
She actually made us mugs.
That's right.
Look at these.
Check this out.
Chiefs and Eagles. Gotta love it, man.
I know.
How
Hey, cheers.
How about it? This thing is actually heavy duty.
heavy duty.
Paige, we love this. Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm big into this. This is the kind of pottery I like. A little bit of rustic, nice glazing. There's a little bit of a jagged edge on the handle, if I'm being honest. Kind of. It does.
You're a pottery?
You do hit it occasionally.
You're pottery?
It's not rounded off the way you would like, but it's very good nonetheless.
This is the best mug I've ever been gifted.
This is the best
and
mug
you
you've ever
found
been
a way to destroy it.
No, I mean,
Now I feel exactly what you're saying, and it's uncomfortable.
It's a very nice mug. I appreciate a lot. It'll probably be my most used mug.
She actually wrote us a letter.
Oh, yeah.
How about that, Paige? Thank you so
Hey!
much. This letter
We're going to read it
is
right
outstanding.
now. Trav, do you want to take the first paragraph? We're doing back to elementary school.
Jason and Travis, hi. I hope that you love your mugs just as much as I love making them for you. I am a master's student. Oh.
In pottery?
In pottery. And getting my degree in mental health.
Ooh, okay, sorry.
And
pottery.
Mental health, concealing
We're having a punctuation here.
Oh, no. And pottery is one creative outlet that I use after a long day at school. Nice. So this is your stress reliever right here. I love it, Paige. Thank you for that.
I've been a fan of the podcast pretty much from the beginning and a fan of football since I was a child. Anyway, these hugs were thrown on the pottery, these mugs. God, does that not look like hugs?
When you said hugs, I read
Anyway,
it as
these hugs.
It's like in between cursive and
This is tough.
It's like in between both of them.
Yeah, I mean, well, time. I'm just going to go back to
Same one.
Okay, we're going. Okay. Anyway, these mugs were thrown on the pottery wheel. And then I attached the plaque and the handle that I pulled by hand. Just a little mug maintenance for you. Please hand wash the mugs and do not put them in the microwave. Okay, that's actually very good advice. My wife puts mugs in the microwave all the time, so thank you for saying that. Do you want to end this thing?
Thanks again to both of you, so the whole team. Thanks. Much love, Paige. This is amazing.
It is.
The fact that you actually wrote all of this on both papers.
Well,
and made it out to us
Paige, we are definitely interested in doing pottery. We've talked about it before.
No, we have talked about it. I'd never thought to take it to the point of actually coloring it and all that.
Well, this is called glazing.
Glaze, look at you. Are you a glazer?
I am not yet, but if Paige would assist me, I would love to glaze.
I can't imagine you. It's like you in arts and crafts. I just can't imagine.
I was a big arts and crafts kid growing up.
What did you used to make?
Whenever we went to the summer camps and stuff, I would either make stuff with the beads or
sand. The sand. Remember we used to go to Renaissance
I wasn't a sand
festivals?
kid. I wasn't a sand
What?
kid. Yeah, the sand was too messy for me. I liked I don't even know what this was, but you were essentially braiding different colors of nylon fabric. You would cross them like this, and then you crisscross them over and over again. And at the end, you'd have a long braid that you'd make into like a necklace or bracelet or something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think everybody watching right now knows exactly what I'm talking about because it was very therapeutic for a
nice stress reliever.
Just like you, Paige.
Paige Umholtz, thank you very much. We're going to enjoy these mugs.
Yeah. We also got this from You Wrong Organization 437. Great username. I'm officially a tire cover. Thank you for including your thumb, most importantly, in this picture. Listen, guys.
How am I going to mirror this up so I can get my...
Well, I think what happened is this guy, You Wrong Decision 437, he probably took a picture a little bit zoomed out, and then he posted it being zoomed. He's probably trying to be that guy.
Sounds like you've dealt with this before.
Have you never taken a picture of a thumbs up or something?
No.
Maybe that's just a dad move.
All right. Either way, looks pretty cool. I've seen you in a Jeep Wrangler before.
Yeah, I used to love. I mean, there were 3 cars that
Doors
I wanted.
off.
Actually, there were 2 cars that I wanted my whole life.
What were they?
A pickup truck. I don't care what make or model.
Doesn't matter.
A pickup truck.
It's got to be from the homeland, man. You can't go overseas for a pickup
Toyota
truck.
makes a fucking great pickup truck. I don't have a Toyota. For those of you that have them, I'm jealous. They're very good trucks.
So what was the other truck? What was the other car? You said 2.
I wanted a Jeep Wrangler. Those are the only 2 cars I ever wanted.
Nice.
And I ended up getting both of them eventually. And now I realize I don't fit Jeep Wranglers, unfortunately, so I got rid of it. That's where that story ends. Now I want a Cybertruck.
Are those even real?
Not yet.
I got the electric Hummer. That thing.
You do have the
pretty
electric
sweet.
Hummer, which is a badass.
That is the coolest car.
How many of those have they made?
That's a great question. I don't know.
I don't think they've made many.
I heard
of
it
them.
was like 1,000 or something like that.
That sounds about right. I think the amount of batteries necessary to make that thing actually move.
Yeah, you got to take out a big piece of the earth.
Yeah. All righty.
That car is sweet. That thing is fast. Crab walks.
Moving on to the fan mentions of the week, there's really one thing we got to talk about. Travis Kelce trying to guess all of the NFL head coaches. It ended up making waves around the internet. It swept the nation. It was trending on Twitter, Instagram, any social media it can trend on. It was trending.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad. I mean, watched in time. It was a very small picture on a computer. It's kind of blurry. I really couldn't see clear pictures of the faces.
I did it right after you did it, and I didn't do well either. It was,
I felt terrible.
I just wasn't as funny reading it, so they
I've
cut it
shook
out.
a lot of those guys that I said I didn't know. I've shaken their hands.
I don't care what anybody says.
and
Josh
given them
McDaniels
respect.
did not look like Josh McDaniels in that picture.
Bro, and I feel terrible. I see the man twice a year. I've shook his hand my entire career.
Right. I mean, it was a bad photo. Damn it. It's hard to tell NFL coaches without caps and coach gear on. So it's just hard. Especially in a blurry, grainy photo.
I mean, you can see me like
Looking into the sun.
Yeah, looking into the sun.
And not all of them had the skin-tight clothing that Mike McCarthy had on. You can't keep talking shit about Mike McCarthy. He's going to hate my guts. When am I going to get crushed for fat shaming Mike McCarthy? When is that happening?
You can't get you're fat.
That's a good point.
McCarthy, shoot it back at him, man. It's fair game.
All right, let's get back to the head coaches from the head coach picture. Also made the front page for the ESPN.com website. The ESPN homepage I think that's a better version of that. During Major League Baseball opening day. So even on opening day, the most iconic moment of the Major League Baseball season.
No, opening day, Aaron Judge hitting a home run.
Yeah.
First at bat.
That wasn't first. That wasn't on the homepage.
What?
The homepage was you not being able to name 8 head coaches in the NFL.
Idiot. Why do you always do this, Travis?
It was 8 out of 29, though. It wasn't 8 out of 32. I saw some people didn't realize
some
there were
guys
3
weren't
coaches
there.
missing.
Braves.
Do you think would you have missed any of the 3 that weren't there?
Ooh, do you know the 3 that weren't there?
I know 2 of them right off the bat. Let me just think just for a quick second. It was Vrabel,
I just know
Sirianni.
Vrabel wasn't in there.
Sirianni.
That would that.
You don't know Nick
might,
Sirianni.
but
if
I
you
know
would
Josh.
have if you would
I
have
know
went,
Josh
if you would have went 0 for 3
I know
on
Josh
Philadelphia
McDaniels.
Eagles coaches.
I know Stefanski. I know these guys.
Dude, if you would have went 0
It was
for
the
3,
picture.
If
You could have blended in.
do you even watch me play?
What?
Do you watch Eagles games? I
All the
watch Chiefs games
time.
all the time.
All the time.
Who was the third coach?
just saying.
Who's the third coach that wasn't there? Frank Reich. I should have known that. Do you know what Frank Reich looks like? Go.
Who does Frank? This is a fun game.
There's
Who does Frank Wright look
There's
like?
one guy right away. Well, he talks like him. I don't know if he looks like him.
Frank Wright.
Liam Neeson.
Nah, still
Looks
way over
just
my
like him and he talks just like him.
head. Yeah. Do you have anybody reach out to you about that?
About you not being able to
Yeah.
name.
I had a few people.
Yeah. Who reached out to you?
McAfee reached out. Thought it was hilarious.
What do you say? Ha.
Yeah, basically.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
just like
That's, good. That's always a good comment.
Good shit. Thanks, Pat. And then who else reached out? A lot of coaches actually reached out. Like maybe not the head coaches in the photos.
They were like, Travis, remember me? If there's any, making sure if there's ever any future.
Oh my gosh. So let's tee up these 12
Hey, 12 bold topics.
coming in hot. Recap last week in the NFL, the No Fun League, as we were talking about.
Hey.
Jason, not a lot going on in the NFL right now. Draft coming up.
Yeah.
Not too many teams are making moves. We're kind of going to wait to see who they get in the draft to make some more free agent moves and how they're going to fill out that team. What did you find throughout the NFL last week?
What did I find out through the NFL? Not much. Slow week. It's a great week to release a video of viral videos in general, or just talk on Twitter. So we're going to do a lot of social media stuff. So right here, we're going to talk about the fact that NFL players think that they can play in the NBA. That's right. Stephon Diggs released a video of him playing basketball, to which thousands of people were very impressed
He
with.
was hitting shots, and he was, bro, he looked good.
Do you really think he looked good?
Yes.
I thought he looked good for like a normal person, but
What do you mean?
People saying that he could play in the NFL or NBA. Sorry, he can't play. He could definitely play in the NFL.
One of the best in the league.
Yeah, he can definitely do that. I did not for a second think that I saw that and was like, he can play in the NBA.
I mean, I didn't watch it and say he could play in the NBA, but I watched and said, all right, he's got some game.
I watched and said, you know what, he'll dominate most
Lifetime.
Yeah, like he'll dominate most of the games he's in, but he's not anywhere close to being in the NBA. Nowhere close. He's stiff.
I'm not going to argue that.
Like, and I think other people don't realize. I mean, how tall is
He's stiff.
for a basketball player? I thought he was robotic in his movements. I was not impressed at all. He talked about looking at combines, looking at prospects. I want to see that fluidity. I didn't see any of that.
He had good handles, and he was making the shots. They were legit step-back jumpers. It'd be one thing if it...
I can't do any better. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is people are saying that he can play in the NBA, and it's just ridiculous. There's nothing about that said he was an NBA player, and he's how tall is Stephon Diggs?
6'1"?
Yeah, maybe. He's getting his shots swatted. If anybody is playing even remotely defense on him, none of that stuff is going down, like at all.
I'm just not buying what you're selling, dude. I think there's a chance he can get some buckets. Yeah.
Against an NBA player. Are we talking like in a game, like an NBA game?
What are we talking?
I'm just saying, like one-on-one versus an NBA player, I can see him maybe getting some buckets. But like against an actual like defense, I don't think there's a chance in hell he's scoring a point.
No, not the NBA doesn't even have defense.
Unless he walks up to half court before anybody gets on him and just throws up a prayer.
A prayer?
Yeah. That's it. That's the only way he's scoring.
Stephon, man, I'm sorry for his ignorance, dog. This is ridiculous. Slay and A.J. Brown think they can also come off the bench and get 12.
Yeah.
Slay? Can Slay hoop?
He says he can. I'm assuming he's good. All of these guys are good basketball players. They're just not NBA caliber basketball players. That's all I'm saying.
A.J. Brown actually doubled down and said he could hit 250 average in the MLB. And that is absolutely ridiculous. There is no way. He was drafted. I've got in the cage.
You know he was drafted by the
I know he's a big baseball guy.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
I got in the cage, especially now. Like, once you take time away from baseball, that ball is coming in lightning quick.
And there aren't too many things that I, don't think A.J. Brown can do. That's pretty good.
All right now.
Batting 250 is, you're hitting 1/4 of your at-bats. That's like why are you playing in the NFL? You can make way more money. Way more not getting hit or anything.
Every year? There's no way. There's no way.
Right?
I got in the cage versus John Lester, Cy Young winner.
Okay.
He was with the Cubs, and it was right as COVID was starting to hit. Mm-hmm. So he was supposed to pitch in spring training. COVID hit, they canceled the game, and he's actually in the cage just like simulating game. But there were a few prospects that were going into the cage and actually having at bats, and I'm sitting there, I'm just watching it. And one of the coaches came over, my guy, Rick Sutcliffe, Big Rick. He asked Lester if it was cool if I got in the cage against him. They got in the box.
What'd it feel like?
It felt electric. It was like I was in the MLB. He was still bringing him like low 90s. I mean, it wasn't when he was, he wasn't pumping it, 95.
You played pretty high. You did a wooden bat league in college. Like, you played against guys that have thrown 90 for sure.
Yeah. This was
different.
Yeah, because this is my first time in a cage in about 10 years.
Okay, that's a big difference.
And I was going up against lefty.
Well, lefty versus righty is supposed to be in the.
No, I was always way better versus righty. I don't know why.
That's not what Moneyball says.
I'm a different dude.
All right.
Either way, I got a foul tip, and it felt like I hit a home run.
Even making contact.
That's what I'm saying. And it was a cutter. It was a cutter. I was on it.
You give me a 10.
If it was a fastball, John,
that I'm hitting that thing.
John, if it was a fastball, I might have missed it.
High and inside.
But I saw it come off. I saw it come off the hand. I was like, that thing's moving. That thing's moving. And then he struck me out. He threw another cutter. And I missed.
I just do not think that NFL players can play in the NBA. I damn sure don't think NFL players can bat for 250 in the Major League Baseball. But I do. I have all the confidence in the world in my teammates. So A.J. Brown, maybe. My brother, no chance. Here's how we're going to settle this, because we can't agree. We're going to have an expert in NBA ability.
Okay.
I think we know one. I think there's one who actually might work in this exact studio that we're in right now. That's right.
All right now.
Mr. Paul George has started a podcast with this exact same production building, WSE, Wave Sports Entertainment. I think it's only fair to settle this debate by asking you, Mr. George, can you please tell us if you think any NFL player can play in the NBA, and also maybe whether NBA players can play in the NFL, if you think that could happen? Whichever one you think is a potential, I'd be curious to see what you say.
I cannot wait to hear this answer by Paul. And I'm assuming he's going to do this on his podcast.
Podcast P. What do you think?
Sure you hit
what do you
that
think
follow on YouTube. What?
What do you think he's going to say?
I think that he is going to say it's possible for both. I think he's one of those guys that believes it.
Well, I think he's wrong.
I think.
Well, he hasn't even offered an opinion yet. I think you're wrong in your opinion of what Podcast P is going to say.
You just want to fucking just tell me I'm wrong. That's the only thing.
I don't want to tell you you're wrong.
That's the only thing.
I just disagree with you on NBA. I'm not just trying to disagree to disagree.
We had another huge piece in the NFL offseason come to light.
What's that?
Kylie Kelsey gave us an exclusive footage of what it's like having a baby with Snorlax. This guy is useless. He is sleeping nonstop in the hospital room.
Yep.
Giving terrible reviews on bagels.
I didn't give a bad review on bagels.
I thought you only ate one of the bagels, or one side of the bagel, because it was. No,
I ate one side of the bagel because I ordered 3 bagels because I couldn't decide which bagel I wanted, so I just ordered 3 different bagel sandwiches, and then so everybody thought I was like examining the bagel for the perfect bite, but I was really just trying to figure out which bagel that one was that I ordered. Whether it was the sausage, egg, and cheese, the pastrami. I don't even remember what the third one was. I think it was, what's the Mexican sausage? Chorizo. Who said that? Good job, Greg. Chorizo, yeah, the chorizo bagel. And I couldn't eat all 3 of them at the time, so I only ate 1/2 of them. And
this is going nowhere.
well, the sausage, egg, and cheese was clearly better.
Can't go wrong with it.
And yeah, I mean, listen, having a child as the dad, there's not much you can do.
Did you do anything? Did you?
I went to the hospital.
This guy's ridiculous.
And I offered my words of encouragement. I held her hand for the few amount of pushes she needed because she's a freaking unbelievable champ. A baby making machine. And she...
you okay?
Yeah.
You.
Doctors...
Do you have any
You know
tips?
what's impressive? When your wife gives birth to a child and the doctor's like, man, that was impressive. Dead serious.
What can't she do? Any tips for soon-to-be dads?
The one piece of advice I got to dads everywhere when you're going in for your first baby being born, it's very, I don't know if you know this, it's very common for the dad to pass out.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God.
I've
known multiple, no, because I'm about to give the tip. Here's where all the dads mess up, and you made fun of me about the bagels. You're there for a long time, a lot of times, right? And what happens is these dads who are not experienced in blood sugar levels, they go in there and they don't eat anything for hours on end and just lie on a couch, and then freaking it gets up and your adrenaline's going and you see a baby pop out of something you've never seen before. Oh, that's because your blood sugar's low. So the moment they tell me, you get to know when it's going down, you'll know. Pop a granola bar in, bagel sandwich, whatever you got to do. Keep those blood sugars up and you'll coast through that thing with no problems. Yeah.
Nice.
That's my one piece of advice.
Noted.
All righty, it's time.
It is time
for the New Heights mock draft. Our first mock draft. And with the NFL draft coming up, you know what it's going to be about. That's right. Easter candy.
Hey, man.
With Easter Sunday coming up.
All right. Let's do it.
We had somebody pitch this to us on YouTube. User Dandy Swanson Prods said, I love the podcast. I love watching this every week. Also, this is a request for the podcast. Can you give us a mock draft of Easter candy since Easter is coming up?
I thought all Easter candy was just chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't know Easter candies that well. I just know candy. I know a couple, but we're going to do 4 rounds of the mock draft.
Candyman.
And she asked us if we could do a mock draft on Easter candy. Well, abso-fucking-lutely we can.
Can we?
That's right. Here's how we're going to do this. We're each going to get 4 picks of Easter candies, and we're going to try and assemble our best teams. Who's going to get first pick?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right. We're doing evens and odds.
All right.
Are you evens or odds? You get to pick. Pick. Do even or odds. What we're going to do on the count. Okay, I'm going to spell this out. On the count of 3, we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Evens. Damn it.
Odds. All right. Oh. I get first pick. First pick of the mock draft, Easter candy. I mean, I'm going Cadbury eggs. I mean, easiest pick in the book.
Yeah, you can have it. Who's Cadbury picks? Like, what is that equivalent to in an NFL draft? Who'd you just take? Because I've never heard of fucking
I just
Cadbury.
took the Tom Brady of Easter candy.
You just, what? Is it the one with the caramel in them?
Yeah, some of them have caramel.
Some of them, so you just took the entire one. If you think that's the Tom Brady, then you must have never had Easter Skittles.
They make Easter Skittles?
Yes.
Do they taste any different than regular Skittles?
Yes.
What do they taste like? I think they're just colored different. I bet there's 0 taste difference. I know what you're saying because I've seen the different colored ones. They do a lot of pastel coloring.
Yeah, it's pastel.
Yeah, I think this is a weak pick. To be honest with you.
Yep, well, until you play him.
All right.
And he fucking dogs you. So, yeah.
All right, well, my second round pick, I'm picking Reese's egg.
So you're just picking all the chocolate eggs with different fillings.
I mean, if we're going with Easter candies,
I'm taking the giant bunny. The one where you go into CVS and it's fucking staring you down.
You getting the big bunny?
Getting the big bunny.
What are you going to do with all that chocolate? He's going to play offensive line, I guess.
Yeah. Protect.
Yeah. He's going to guard the shit out of those Skittles. All right, third round pick. I'm going, I guess I'm going to go Cadbury bunny.
So the same.
You went with the giant bunny. I'm just going with the regular.
I'm going jelly beans.
I didn't have a bunny yet.
Not a big fan.
I had eggs, but I didn't have the bunny yet.
Not a big fan of jelly beans, but I'm going jelly beans.
Jelly beans?
Yeah, because that's the only really, like, the one I'm like in my head, like, yeah, that's Easter for sure. Who you got?
Huh? Fourth round pick? Who's my last pick? My last pick is Robin's. Robin eggs.
All right.
I figure why not go back to the old egg factory.
guys.
Listen, you don't have an egg. You don't have an egg in your arsenal.
What else? Oh,
what are you going to do?
Oh, marshmallow. There are some sort of marshmallow.
Talking about Peeps?
Is that what it is?
Peeps or
Peeps marshmallow?
It is a marshmallow.
That's the one. That's like fucking what? Now that's like the Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I think Peeps are fucking absolutely disgusting.
What?
You can go for it. The Peeps are one of the most
classics.
Peeps are one of the most overrated candy in the history of candies. It's like Peeps, and it's
fucking pure sugar.
You know what?
There's nothing wrong with it.
If Peeps had made eggs, if Peeps made eggs, they'd make candy corn, and they'd both be the most overrated holiday. You
don't like candy corn?
Candy corn's disgusting, Travis.
What?
Nobody likes candy corn.
It's pure sugar.
The only people that have candy corn are psychopaths and grandmothers. There's no other reason why you should have candy corn.
Did you just call my grandmother a psychopath?
I don't think our grandmother had candy corn. She made cookies.
She had the little she had candy. She had candy jars. She had the little strawberries.
Yep, or the also grandmother favorites, the butterscotch, the little butterscotch candies. Yeah, those are good. Peeps, classic mistake. Those things are getting ran right through.
not with that oversized bunny I got.
Hey, you made the classic
Peeps
mistake. You don't have an egg on your team. How are you going to compete? You have no eggs. What are you putting in the Easter baskets, Travis?
Peeps, throwing the marshmallows in there.
What's
a good candy? Tell the people what a good candy is.
What a good candy is?
Tell me good candy.
What's my favorite candy? Right now, my favorite candy is Bueno bars. I think they're fucking fantastic. I also big Kit Kat guy. I'm a big wafer guy. It sounds like not a big like hard candy or sugary, just like processed sugar. Like I like chocolate. Although I do like what are those little square things? They're like kind of like Starburst but better. High Chews. That's it.
High Chews.
Those are good.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with those.
It's better than Starburst.
No, they aren't.
They're much better.
No, they aren't.
You don't have to throw at least 3 out every pack.
Which Starburst flavor are you throwing out?
Yellow. Come on.
What?
I mean, I'm still eating it, but
he ain't throwing that shit away.
What's your favorite candy?
Gosh, it's like asking me what my favorite movie is.
What's your favorite movie?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I love a lot of candy.
Do you want to give it a top 5? Top 5.
Top five. I fucking love Skittles.
You love Skittles.
I love Skittles.
Really?
Love
Skittles is the top 5?
Gobstoppers?
Love
Gobstoppers.
You're putting Gobstoppers in top 5.
You just put a fucking Bueno bar. You couldn't even describe what the fucking Bueno bar was.
I know I'm not going to lose a tooth eating it.
I got all my shit in it. I don't. I had a cavity. I could take one out back
You
here.
like jawbreakers. You just like sucking.
I say gobstopper. It's completely different.
It's the exact same thing.
No, it is not. You can chew through a gobstopper. I fuck with Butterfingers.
Ooh.
Love a good Butterfinger.
That's a very underrated candy.
Also will lose a tooth with that one.
You won't lose a tooth at the moment of eating it, but it will for sure give you cavities because that stuff does not come out of your teeth. It is caked in there.
Yeah. That's my movie candy. I go to the movies.
Butterfinger?
I'm getting popcorn and Butterfingers. Mix the two.
My movie candy is Milk Duds. Big Milk Dud guy in the movie theater. Another candy that you can't get out of your teeth. Maybe. Do you think dentists own movie theaters? Hot take. If I was a dentist, I would put movie theaters all
everywhere.
In my neighborhood.
Free candy.
I mean, think about all the stuff you eat in there. Milk Duds can't get out of your teeth. Butterfinger can't get out of your teeth. Popcorn loaded with butter and get stuck in your teeth. I mean,
definitely get stuck in your teeth.
If I'm a dentist, I'm for sure opening up movie theaters left and right. And plus, if you get a fountain Coke that's like 42 ounces for like $2. All right, well,
moving on.
I think it's clear that I won that mock draft, but please be sure to cast your votes on who won the Easter egg mock draft. Whose team's beating who? Keep in mind he has no eggs. Okay, it's time to get to the conversation with head coach Shane Steichen. He's the head coach for the Indianapolis Colts and former offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. He helped take Jalen Hurts' game to the next level by calling outstanding plays and coaching him up. And now he is going to have a high pick in Indianapolis. I'll be curious to see who he picks. Anyways, this is the conversation. Hope you enjoy. By the way, it's brought to you by Accelerator Energy Drinks. Yee! Got to get that tag in there. This is Island Guava. What you sipping on?
Kiwi lime.
Well, I haven't had that one. What's it taste like? Kiwi and lime?
Yes.
Advertising matches up with the taste. Love when drinks do that.
So tasty.
All righty. Here's the interview with Shane Steichen. Well, our next guest is a former UNLV quarterback. He coached Justin Herbert into an AP Rookie of the Year award. He then came to Philadelphia and was the offensive coordinator this past season for one of the number one offenses in the NFL, as well as the runner-up MVP in Jalen Hurts. And Super Bowl appearance. Can't forget that. Wish it was Super Bowl victory, but Super Bowl appearance, we'll take it. And now you know him as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, Shane Steichen.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kels.
Of course. Thanks for coming on, Coach. I guess we'll start with the Eagles' time first when we were together. How did you come to Philadelphia? Obviously, Nick Sirianni gets hired as head coach, brings you in pretty much, were you guys there the same day, like first days? Like I feel like you were
similar. I think I came the day after him. I think he got the job on a Thursday. He showed up on Friday, and I showed up on Saturday. But my time with Nick, obviously, I worked with him at the Chargers, and then he went to Indianapolis, and then from there, obviously, got the job in Philly. And then that year, our head coach got let go, so there's a little space in there. And then Nick got the job, called me up, said, "You want to come to Philly?" I said, "Let's ride," and we went.
So I guess you knew right away. You didn't even need to look at the roster.
No, I think this business is all about relationships. I truly believe that, and I had a great relationship with Nick and what he stood for and the type of coach he is and was when I was with him. And then obviously it shined when I was with him this past 2 years. When
you were hired, you get to Philadelphia. What immediately are you trying to do? You're looking at obviously players that we have. You're coming up with, you're meeting the new guys that you're working with. Like
right.
What's the first steps, I guess?
I think that is meeting the people in the building, meeting the players, and you're speaking of that, and I use this story a lot. And the first time I met you it was the COVID year, and I was going up to the trailer, and I remember you walking up. You said, "Hey, Coach, welcome to Philly."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, Kels, how's it going?" I was like, "Hey, let's get together and talk." And I remember we did the little COVID test, and you came up to my office, and we were in there for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We talked about, family, really got to know you, and then we started talking protections, and we were going all over the place. And I said, "Gosh dang, this is a great dude." And then I remember after that walking down, and you were in the cafeteria, and I think you were sitting with one of the janitors or one of the and I said, "You know what? I see why this guy's played for so many years. Just a great human being that you are."
Yeah. I appreciate that, first of all, but I feel like that's one thing that stands out is, man, you just love talking ball. Even from the moment that we met each other that first day to like random text messages you'll give me throughout the week. It'll be like 9:00 at night. I'm sitting down with my baby girl next to me and like, "Hey, what do you think about this protection or this play that we got in this week?" Like, do you just love football that much? Are you just wired where you're just always on and thinking about it?
Yeah, I do. That's part of it. I think getting into football, when I was in college and learning from my high school coach. And then when I got into college, I was around some good coaches in college as well. And then when I got into the NFL, just the preparation that it takes to be successful in this league, like the guys that I was around, the Phillip Rivers of the world, Antonio Gates, early on in my career as a coach, seeing how they do it. I'm like, gosh, that's how it's done. And then the preparation that went into it. And then being fortunate to be around a guy like Phillip Rivers and the way he prepared for games. I'm like, gosh, that's why these guys are successful. Like, you want to be a successful coach, you got to have that preparation and mindset going into it. So just being around it and seeing all of it all the time, and I'm like, gosh dang, that's what it is. And just love the X's and O's and the scheme part of it.
You brought up Phillip. Obviously, you coached Herbert his rookie year, then go to Jalen. How did you make that transition happen? Because you're talking about guys with very different skill sets,
right?
Much different offenses. Yeah, still successful.
Yeah, I think the big thing is really getting to know these guys, like their personalities and how, what makes them tick and how they function on the field. Obviously, you see the physical skill sets when you're watching them come out of college, but then really getting around them, get to know them, know what they like, and then trying to put them in, positions to be successful. I think that's the biggest thing is don't be stuck in your way as a coach, right? What do our guys do well and put them in position to succeed? And then on top of that, the quarterbacks that are really successful, right? They all have something in common, right? They're obsessed with their craft. They are. They work.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Hey, what's the secret to success?" It's hard work.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing else, but that is what it is. It's hard work. The guys that work hard, obviously you have to be talented, but putting in their effort, having your routine day in and day out, that's what makes guys successful.
What was your time like in Philadelphia? Like looking back, like what did you learn? What do you take away from Philadelphia? You know what?
That was an incredible organization. The time they are spending with you and the players and the staff and that city and the passion they have for the game.
Yeah.
It was second to none. I remember I had been a coach. Obviously, that was my 11th year in the NFL when I came there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I've been in Philly because when I was in the AFC West, Philadelphia came out to San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then in 2013, I went to Cleveland, so we missed Philly. So like the first time I ever was in that stadium was as a coach.
Yeah.
And I remember we went out to the Fan Fest. It was like the first thing, and I walked out there, and there might have been, I don't know, 40 or 50,000 for Fan Fest. I was like, it's different out here.
Yeah, they're into it.
Yeah, they're into it. So it was awesome.
You're hired almost immediately as the offensive coordinator when Nick gets the job. When you get the head coaching job, you're on the other side of that, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to build the staff right away.
Right.
What does that process look like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a thorough process. You know, obviously, when you're putting a staff together, you want to make sure you get the right people in place. You know, and obviously you want really good coaches, but you also want the best fit. So having a process, going through that, interviewing guys, having a thorough, detailed plan of how you want it to look, how your interview process is going to go, and then fitting those pieces. So still working through that right now. Got a few spots to fill, but like where it's at.
Do you get informed as the OC that the Eagles are potentially trading for like an AJ Brown or like some of these moves that happen? And is that something like where you're like, yeah, we'll find a way to utilize a guy like that?
Yeah, I think anytime.
Or like, how do you fit the scheme to make this guy good?
Yeah, I think when when really good players come available, you make that work.
Yeah.
You know, and he's obviously a really good one, and we made that one, go a little bit, and he made it go too. And a credit to you guys. Like, I mean, I always say that. Like, people want to say, like, it's all about you guys. It really is. Like, you guys make that thing go every day.
Well, you're very humble because obviously, I mean, it's always a two-way street. Players are important, but the positions we get put in, and we got put in some really good positions. And as the offensive coordinator, and really as the play caller, you have to be a great communicator, right? Like, you have to be knowledgeable of everything that's going in the game plan, because everybody's kind of putting in their little piece, right? And the players are being coached it by another person in their meetings.
Yeah.
I think that you were really, really good, obviously calling the plays, but like I just talked about, you would talk to me, and I'm assuming you did that with other guys, and you made sure that everything was on the same page and everything was communicated. I guess, what does that process look like throughout the week, the game plan?
Yeah, so obviously the game plan is really put into place Monday night and then Tuesday, and then obviously you guys come in on Wednesday, and that's where we install the offense and go through it. And I think the great thing about it is that it's about everybody. You know what I mean? It's not just about one coach or one player. It's about everyone doing it together and building this thing. The work that goes into it week in and week out to get it ready is a huge task for all of us, as we know, building up to that one game. But those Wednesdays, those Thursdays, those Fridays, those Saturdays, just the conversations, with you, obviously shooting texts out at night. Obviously, as the offense coordinator, you're not coaching a position. You know what I mean? It's been 3.5, 4 years since I've had your own room. And obviously when you have your own room, you create that really tight knit bond with your position group. So as the offense coordinator, you got to be intentional about creating those relationships with players and going everywhere. But also the communication part of it is huge, of like, hey, here's what we're thinking on this. The communication on the sidelines throughout the game, the communication with Jalen throughout the week. Hey, let's get together and talk about these plays here. If, hey, we hit this play, we're going to go back on the ball and run this. So it's coming. So the communication is like clockwork. So there's no second guessing. Like, what? Well, that play just came in. Where did that come from? It's like, no, like we knew it was coming and everyone's on the same page. So I think that's the beauty of it.
Do you have like a welcome to the NFL moment when you first got into coaching? If we can take it back.
Oh my gosh, I got a great one. You guys will love this. So I was a defensive assistant, okay? And it really, I guess welcome to the NFL moment, I was a defensive assistant. Yeah. Just kind of quality control, doing work. And then so out of practice, it was training camp, and I was playing, quarterback. I was like the dummy quarterback for the pass rush. There wasn't a pop-up. I was it. And I forgot the guy's name, but we had this huge defensive lineman. I mean, he was massive. Yeah. 6'7", 365. One of the biggest human beings I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he was an offensive lineman, switched to defensive lineman.
Okay.
And, and he rushes the passer, and all of a sudden I'm back there and I'm standing there, and I think the pass rush is over.
Yeah.
Right? And he turns the plant to run back and steps on my toe. And
not good. Not good.
And I'm using some bad words back there. And it was just a funny moment. We were in the staff room and guys were dying. And I actually still have it to this day. I'll save on my Exos. So that was fun.
Did you break it, or was it?
No, I didn't. It was a hard sprain. Hard sprain.
Yeah. What was it like calling plays in Philadelphia? Like, how is it different from the Chargers? How, I don't know. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is, and guys have heard you say this before, but we had good players.
Yeah.
And, obviously Howie did a hell of a job putting that roster together.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got good players, those things go pretty well. And that part was fun.
But how does calling play? Like, I don't know. I've heard like Kyle
in
Murley.
general, yeah.
Well, like I remember there was a story that came out maybe last year where Cliff said that he like gave Kyler Murray like play calling for like the second half just to like show him, hey, this ain't as easy as maybe it looks like. What goes into all of these? Like I see the call sheets and stuff like that, and it's hard even just looking at. Like I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Like I'm trying to where are the runs at on this thing? There's a lot on that thing. So what? Obviously, you go in with a certain amount of plays you want to get to early,
right?
But then there's like a rhythm to it. Like
I think you got as a play caller, and I learned this from Norv Turner, who's one of my biggest mentors. Is he had an unbelievable feel for calling the game. And just like knowing when to take your shots, knowing when to be aggressive. Hey, shoot, we got this. Hey, we can run it here, burn some clock. Just feeling the flow of the game. You know what I mean? Because like you got your call sheet and you got your 1st and 10 calls, you got your P&10, your 2nd and 1 to 2, your 2nd and 7 plus, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But like just knowing within the flow, it's like, oh, cool, that is my 2nd and 7 plus call here, but I'm not feeling that right now.
Yeah.
Like I think they're going to play this because and I like this, and I'm calling it right now.
We're going to try and get it.
Yeah, so I think just having a feel for the game as much as you can. Does it go perfect every time? No, we know that, and nothing's perfect, but just trying to have a feel and a flow for the game.
You said Norv Turner. Who are the guys that you think of that have been like the most influential as you are now?
I mean, obviously he's number one in my book. Obviously he gave me a chance in 2011 to get in the league, and then just being around him, just phenomenal football mind. Just the way the passing game, he created the vertical passing game and taking those big shots and creating those explosive plays. And I always thought that and once you see those big explosive plays start to happen, you're like, that's how you score points. You got to create those explosives. Like how do we create those, and how do you scheme up guys to go down the field? Now, when you got the one-on-one matchups like we did this past season, like it was nice with Smitty and AJ and Dallas and Quez and Zach, like all those guys, the vertical threats, which was awesome.
What have you taken from Nick?
You know what? I said this when I first got hired, just the accountability part of it. I thought he did a really, really good job of holding guys accountable.
Yeah. Are you gonna take like some of the things we did like team meeting wise with you over to Indy, and like did Norv do that? Because Nick is one of the few coaches that I've been with where we actually go through like plays in a team meeting. Like I don't know why we didn't do that before. It makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's not about calling guys out. It's just like it's an opportunity to educate everybody all at the same time.
All it is trying to get better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if guys know we're on the same page, is the accountability part is like, hey, shoot, when you do it wrong, like everyone needs to know it needs to be this way. And when you do it right, you get praised for it. And I think that's the same thing as a coach. Like I mess up, I'm gonna call myself out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that, and the same thing with everybody else. But we just holding people to a high standard. I think that's where teams really start to take off, because when coaches hold each other accountable and players, and the players start holding each other accountable. Shoot, like even you, I remember the one time in a walkthrough, you're like, hey, we need that again. I'm like, I was watching the tight end. You're like, we didn't block that right.
Yeah.
I'm like, get it again. Yeah. Like that's when it becomes special.
Yeah, absolutely. How has it been immediately transitioning to being a head coach in a new organization? Like, I don't know, what have your last 2 weeks look like?
Shoot, a lot of it is putting the staff together. You know what I mean? Sure. Obviously meeting people around the building, with the organization, meeting different people, flying guys in for interviews, flying guys out, Zooming, interviews. I mean, it's been a lot of that. And then obviously, getting to know the players too, reaching out to the players, finding that block to call each player, reach out to most of them. Some of those guys are in the building. But really, that's the process right now. And then once you finish that phase, then it's on to the, the draft and getting ready for that, and then getting the football part of it done. Once the staff's hired, now you got to put it in the offense. Mm-hmm. Well, shoot, who are the players that we got to, surround that offense? Where, you got your terminology and your scheme, but like at the end of the day, that's going to morph into, who's playing for you and what we're trying to get done.
Yeah. Is there anything that is drastically different from like a head coaching perspective as opposed to a coordinator? Because obviously, like, coordinator, you're in charge of the offense and you're putting all of that together. Like, is it just on a bigger scale now?
Yeah, I think so. Like, obviously you got 26 guys on offense that you're kind of in charge of and leading that pack. But then now I'm looking at it as, hey, this is a chance to lead another 26 plus men.
Right.
You know what I mean? Obviously it's a tall task. You know what I mean? You got to be ready to go, but every day you got to be intentional of what you're trying to get done. So guys are on the same page. Like, I never want to go into a meeting unprepared.
Yeah.
Like, no freaking way, because if we're unprepared, how do we expect you guys to be prepared?
Sure.
So I think we got to be all over that with our P's and Q's when it comes to that.
What are the things being a head coach where you're like, all right, now my job is now this, and this, and I have to get that done?
Yeah, I think the situational part of it is huge. Obviously, we like even in Philly, we go through that every week. You know what I mean? I mean, you watch that. You remember those situational Saturdays? You're like, you sat next to each other and you'd be like, hey, I'm like, don't talk to me right now.
I got to be locked in. Nick is going to ask me a question at any second, and I'm going to have the play ready to go. Yeah. And he would do that to players too. And I really do think that situational ball ends up making a difference. Like that's the head coach's job, though, for the most part. I mean, you're thinking about it as the offensive coordinator, play caller especially too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think again, it's everybody, right? Everyone's got to be on the same page. It's not just one guy. Like you better need help. That's why this game's so fun, right? It's a team sport, right? Coaches, players, trainers, front office, like everyone being on the same page. And I think the more help you have around you, you know what I mean? I think that's where it really grows, and you trust people that are around you. How about that fishing trip we went on?
Dude, so we went fly fishing up in the Poconos. Jeff Stoutland. Who else is on that trip? But some other
Malata.
Players. Yeah. Which, by the way, finding waders to fit Jordan Malata, not the easiest task.
He went somewhere and got something nice though, but they were tight on him.
Yeah, and man, that was a blast. What have you been fishing since then?
No, I need to get back. Bad. That was awesome.
Because I could tell you like enjoy fishing.
Oh, I love it.
But as a coach, you just
don't have
the time.
Summers. You know, when we get some time off in the summers, I'll try to hit a stream up.
Yeah.
But shoot, I remember when we were down there, you were down on that side of the creek down there, and I'm like, hey, Kels, what's up? And you're fly fishing. And I was like, dude, I had my little spinner rod. It was a straight fly fishing thing. I'm like, they probably haven't seen a lure in this thing in forever.
About results. He's going to find an edge.
And then it got tangled up, though, and then I'm like, well, this is done.
There was all that, like, what was that, Japanese knotweed or something like that. It was not.
It was a great setup, though.
It was.
It was beautiful back there. It was awesome.
Poconos are kind of like a little hidden gem up there. That and the Catskills, that whole like little mountain area. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I guess we're getting into stories. Do you want to tell everybody your Price is Right story?
Yeah, sure. So back when I was in high school, I was graduating high school, about 10 of my buddy said, hey, let's go down to the Price is Right. So we lived up in Northern California. We're like, hey, let's just caravan down there, So we go down and we get the T-shirts made, and Rod Roddy was the host, Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Price. So we got the Rod Roddy T-shirts lined up. Everyone had them on. So we go in there, and it's like one of those deals where you walk in, you line up, you get there early in the morning outside the studio, and they let a certain amount of people in. So as you're going through the line, they grab about 5 at a time, and they basically say, hey, tell me your story. You got 30 seconds.
So does everybody going into the Price is Right get that interaction?
You get that interaction. So there's like a judges right there. There's about 4 judges, and they said, just tell me your story. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what I said, and I was kind of going a little bit.
But you knew like this is a big deal of getting selected.
Yeah, someone's like, hey, whatever. Yeah, you got a chance to get selected. Whatever, they're gonna get to know you. Whatever. So I'm just going. I'm like, hey, I'm going to UNLV for college. I don't know. I was just rambling.
Yeah.
So we left. My buddy's like, man, you were going pretty good. I don't know if you're gonna make it. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it on there either. So we get in that studio, and before Bob Barker comes out there, someone comes out there, he's like, hey, it's a little different when you get on this show. Like, you watch at home and you're sitting there and you're looking at the scores and the numbers, and all that stuff. And so you can see it. So you're like, oh yeah, they bid 400. All right, cool. I'm bidding 425. But when you get up there, you can't see the numbers. Like, it'll be different now. Oh, okay. So I'm sitting down there, and they start the show, and we're all sitting in the back. There's 10 of us, and they, first contestant, come on down. And then, I was the second contestant. They said, hey, Shane Steichen. They hit me with the Steichen, come on down. And I was like, heck yeah.
Close enough, man. I'm coming down.
I'm running down there. I'm all fired up. And so I get on contestants row, and I'm sitting up there, and they do the first, hey, let's go through the bid. And I didn't get up on the first one. And then they go to the second one. I was the third person in line on this thing because they were just, whatever. And then they go to the next one, third. So I'm like, okay, cool. There's a couple more. But I'm like, I'm going to be the last one to bid because already 3 people went up. There's 4 people on contestants row, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And so he's going down the list, and he's
that's a good position to be in. Last to bid is good.
Yeah, last to bid. So he's going down the list, and people are yelling behind, hey, 400, no, 600, 1 million. I'm like, 1 million? It's a tennis ball machine, So, we're going through it, whatever. And he's like, hey, Shane, it's your bid. And I'm looking back, and I'm like, not my bid. It's his bid. It's his turn. And the guy was like, yeah, it's my turn. He's like, it's your bid. I'm like, no, I'm fourth.
So you were supposed to be last, and he called on you third.
Yeah, because I was just in that order, because we don't switch spots.
Gotcha.
We don't switch spots. So he calls me down, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, hold on, wait, what did they bid? Because now I'm like, I wasn't even thinking.
All thrown off.
Yeah, and so he's like, all right, he bid 400. This guy bid 425. What's your bid? And I'm like, shoot, I'm 18 years old kid. I'm like, 426. Yeah. And the guy next to me is like, 427. Like retail price 450, yeah. And then that guy goes up there and wins. But I never made it onto the contestants on the stage. I was just on the contestants row. But I got some luggage, and I got a baker's rack for being a contestant on the show. It was a fun experience.
Do you still have the luggage?
My mom does.
Are you kidding me?
It's a red Beverly Hills luggage bag, and it's ripped, but she still uses it.
You got to keep that.
20 years.
20 years.
20 years plus.
How about that, Beverly Hills?
How about that?
Or is it just Beverly?
Maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
We're at the combine.
Yeah.
You guys are doing formal interviews with players
right
now. Does the position dictate what you're going to ask? Obviously, football-wise, it does. But, are you looking for specific traits and specific positions? How does that all go into it?
Yeah, I think, we have a plan of when you have, these formal interviews, when you talk to these guys, just kind of finding out their football IQ, right? Talking through fundamentals with them.
Yeah.
Asking them questions, what they're thinking on this. How did you guys call this? Whatever it may be. Each team might do it differently, but just get a feel for them in those meetings. And they're not like super long formals. No, they're not long. They're quick, so it's speed, it's fast, getting there. But then the other thing is too, and what I enjoy about the combine is really getting to go see these guys in person, like see their movement skills on the field. You know what I mean? As many times as you can see these guys in person, it helps the evaluation process, in my opinion.
Interesting. So
seeing them here, boom, going to their pro days, whatever it may be, as many times as you can see these guys in person to get a feel for them, because obviously, it's a big deal to get drafted, and you want to make sure you get it right.
What are you looking for on the field? I don't have to give them a specific position.
Yeah.
I know this is super generic, but are you looking at demeanor? Are you looking at physical attributes?
I think it's all the above, and just really like their movement skills, depending on position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fundamentals, like what's the quarterback arm motion look like? Gosh, I saw it on film, but it looks a little different in person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what's their footwork like? How fast is this? How's the receiver coming out of a break? How's the lineman moving? How's he pulling? Oh, that looks like Kelsey right there. Sign him up.
You said arm movement with quarterback, but you like Phillip Rivers, known for having one of the most what's that? Not natural throwing motions, right? Unorthodox. There we go.
There you go.
What is the number one trait in a quarterback that you want to see?
Well,
besides relentless,
all those different things. Accuracy is huge to me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think you got to be able to throw it accurately, right, on time, anticipate with rhythm, right? And that comes from repetition too, you know what I mean? But you can see it on tape. I think that the guys that have a great feel for the game, right? You coach boom, 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 but the guys that have a natural feel, they're like, oh my gosh, boom, boom, I threw it there. Jalen had one in practice a couple of weeks ago or whatever it was, you know what I mean? And, Navante was kind of cheating inside, and his read was starting over there, and he caught it, pop, and just threw it to the slot. And he was like, well, he was open. I'm like, heck yeah.
There's
that was the
space, and I knew
heck yeah. Like that stuff to me is when that starts going, it's like, oh yeah.
He's got a good feel.
There's something special there.
Was this the easiest game plan year short yardage you've ever been a part of?
Yeah, it got to the point there, whatever it was.
A lot of stuff installed.
It might have been week 8 or 9, and we're like, what are you writing quarterback sneak? You want to do it different this week? Yeah, we can. Or
put this guy here, this guy there.
Put that guy here, cool. And then we roll, and then boom.
And you have the one audible off of it in case everybody's down in there.
Yeah, no question. Obviously, you can create some big plays off that.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We talked about this with Nick, but the Fletcher Cox. Why didn't the Fletcher Cox one ever get called, do you think?
You know what? It should have. I'll take full responsibility for that, Fletch.
I don't know, man. The first time we ran it, he hoisted Jalen up in the air and walked through before he even had the ball. He's like, whoa, wait till the ball's in his hands first.
That's right. You said something, so that's why I didn't call it. I said Kelsey doesn't like it. I'm not calling it.
Oh my gosh. That is one good thing though. That's a good play calling tip. If the player doesn't like it, we probably shouldn't be doing it, huh?
There's no doubt about it.
They got to be comfortable with it.
They got to be comfortable with it. It ain't about what I like, what the coaches like. If quarterback don't like it or you don't like it, don't call it.
Yeah.
Because then if it doesn't work, it's like, I told you.
Yeah, right? That's good. You don't want that.
Right.
Have you talked to the O-line in Indy?
Yeah, reached out to most of those guys.
Ryan
Kelly, Quentin, all those. I mean, just guys that are, really good football players, tough, physical. You know what I mean? Really excited to work with those guys.
In some ways, I really feel, because I know those guys are good players.
Yeah.
And like when you came in, off of our 4-11 season.
Yeah.
We had given up 50-some sacks, I think, the year before with Carson at quarterback, right? And I feel like when things are going bad, you're getting – defenses are getting a lot of opportunities to rush the pass. Like, you can get put into some hard positions as an offensive line. And I don't know, man. I think those guys are really, really good, and I'm, looking forward to seeing what you guys do over there. I got a lot of respect for a lot of those guys. What do you think, looking at, I don't know, they had that offensive line, with Quentin and Ryan.
Yeah.
And I know tackle-wise they've had some pieces coming in and out.
I think just the physical mentality you need up front. Like what we did in Philly with you guys. Yeah. I mean, there was a presence about you guys that when you guys stepped on the field, it was like, hey, here we freaking go. Like, you ain't stopping us. And I think we have that here with those, those two guys and the rest of those guys, just that mentality of like, hey, we're coming after you and we're not going to stop, and it's going to be relentless. Like when we show up, run or pass, we're putting hands on and here we come. And that's the mindset and the mentality of an offensive line, and you've been living it. You're living proof of it. But just to have those guys and have that mindset, like, here we come every single day.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to touch on from?
I know you're not going to hit it. You're gonna keep playing, or?
Man, great question. I think I want to.
It's fun. The Super Bowl. I've watched about 38 plays of it.
I haven't watched it.
I watched it right before my press conference. I was like, I'm turning this thing on. I watched about 38 plays and then I stopped.
Yeah.
I haven't watched all.
There's a couple plays. It was, I don't know, man. We put up a lot of points.
Yeah.
Credit to, it's the way it works sometimes, Still really, really proud of the guys. I mean, played hard, did a lot of good things, just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those games where I feel like whoever had the ball last was going to.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was.
We talked about situational ball. We're talking about that, Jet McKinnon to go down and not score on that one.
Smart by them.
That was big.
Smart by them for sure. Really smart.
Pat Mahomes is good.
Yeah. It's back and forth. So it was a back and forth battle.
Did you look at Pat coming out?
Oh, yeah. I went and worked him out at Texas Tech.
Did you like him?
Loved him.
How do you find the next? I mean, that's such a hard. I mean,
yeah,
they don't come by very often.
Yeah, how do you find it? Well, if everyone knew how to do that, they'd be like, come on, sign them up. Whatever we need to do to get him.
And Jalen played unbelievable.
He did.
Jalen, that might have been one of his best games of the season.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
He was lights out.
I'm so excited for him and his future and what he's going to bring to this league.
Yeah,
it's going to be special. I know he's going to have a long career. Just the way he is with you guys in the locker room, the person he is, the way he prepared, that's what you want. That's what you want. When you got guys like that, you're going to have success. And no doubt. I know he's going to do some really good things in Philly for the next probably decade plus there.
Yeah. Well, I certainly look forward to watching it.
What about pregame routine? Have you had one the past?
So my pregame routine has changed since I've been in the league.
Okay.
When I was young, I used to go out early with the O-line coach.
Yeah.
I did some band stuff and everything. And as I've gotten older, I feel like I don't want to do as much before. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to go out there, do the season cues, use that in-between time to kind of warm up right there. But I'm going to do some more stuff in the locker room, just kind of soft tissue things, and then go out on the field and get warmed up. My pregame routine, I'm not too strict with it, because then I feel like if you don't do one thing, it's in your head.
Yeah.
It's oh, fuck, I forgot to do this.
Right.
That's why I'm screwing up this up. And it's no, okay, let's not take all this. So, but I do think it's important to have somewhat of a routine, have a little bit of a schedule. One of the things, honestly, that and I probably shouldn't say this, but one of the things that gives me a schedule is everything I take before the game. I'm okay, an hour before I go out for warm-ups, I'm going to take a beet juice. 45 minutes before that, I'm taking my anti-inflammatory. 30 minutes before that, I'm taking a pre-workout drink. 15 minutes before that, we started doing this past year. Me and Lane Johnson take Alka-Seltzer. I don't know what that does. We Lane was like, I'm doing it. I'll do it with you. My boys are doing it. We're doing it. Let's go. And then I go out on the field. And that ends up being I end up being okay, once I take the beetroot juice, I'm going to start warming up my body on the ground. Like I'm going to do a band thing. I'm going to start getting my hips loose. After I take 45 minutes, I take the anti-inflammatory. I'm going to put my pants on. I'm going to get ready to go for that. After I take my 30-minute deal, I'm putting my shoulder pads on, cleats on, getting taped. 15 minutes in, taking my Alka-Seltzer, doing like a more thorough warm-up, and then I'm hitting the field. And then when I come back in, I usually go over like the first plays that we're trying to get to.
Right.
And I'm trying to rep like, okay, these are all first and second down plays for the most part. I'm thinking, okay, these are the different looks that we've repped during the week. This is what we could get. This is the call versus this. This is what we're going for that. I'm trying to make sure that I'm like really prepared for anything that happens.
It's been a great routine.
Yeah, it's worked.
It definitely has.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of the gist of it. And then I always, whenever I go out on the field for some reason, I usually even still know it, but I always go up to Stout and be like, all right, let me see the call sheet. And then I look at it again.
I've seen you do that before.
Yeah. I might have asked you a couple times.
Yeah, a few times, yeah. What do we start with? I'm like, hear this, but hey, if we hit this, I'm going to call this. I know it's not right here, but
that's
be ready for
actually
that.
been really nice because then I know even more outside of the call sheet. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. We're ready to go up there. Yeah. I used to listen to like Christmas music before the game.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song is Nat King Cole, Christmas song. I think if I'm going like more creative, there's this like Fairy Tale in New York, I think is what it's called. But it's like a British kind of Christmas song. I don't know why I like it. I just really like it. But I have since not listened to Christmas music as much. I don't know why I did that for like a couple years. And I felt like it was just fun. And then I stopped doing that. And then I made a Christmas album. And then I started listening to that.
Phenomenal.
What did you think when you saw that 3 offensive linemen made a Christmas album?
I was like, I cannot wait for this thing to come out. And then when Jordan Mailata hits those pipes, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
You were strong too, though.
I appreciate you giving me credit, but let's be honest, Jordan was, yeah.
It's fair. He needs to record his own album for sure.
Yeah, he's only playing left tackle to launch his singing career.
He's a good left tackle. He needs to keep playing.
Yeah. You can do both.
He can do both. Off season.
If I can do a podcast, he can release some albums while he's playing football.
True.
Do you have a pre-game routine?
Yeah. So in the mornings, depending on the game, like I would hit like a Peloton workout, and then from there I'll go into my office at the house, and then that's where I really start going through that call sheet and really marking it up. Like throughout the week I'm processing it, but that morning of, so it's fresh on my brain, I'm starting to mark that thing up like, yes. Here's a good shot for this. Here's this. And so I'll go through that process at my house, and that'll take, anywhere from a half hour to an hour in the morning. And then I get to the stadium, and then myself and a couple other coaches will go in with Nick, talk through the situations. Hey, we're here, boom, we're good here. If we get this, bang, just all those little different situations that could come up. Now the work's been done throughout the week, but again, it's just reminders, like bang, bang, bang. What are we thinking here on short yardage? Good, bang. If we hit this, we're going to call this here. Boom, boom, boom. We're just, so it's always clicking. So there's no second guessing. You know what I mean? So everyone's on the same page. And I think that is a huge part of the, successful teams, is everyone being on the same page. So there's no surprises. Like, where the heck did that come from?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, boom. Yeah, we knew that. That was it.
We just went over this.
We just went over
it.
And then if anything does come up in those meetings, it's like, hey, hit the players with this. That's why sometimes I come around to you guys like, hey, be ready for this in this situation. Like, boom, if we hit this, I'm going to call this.
Right.
And just so everyone's on the same page.
And I feel like whenever, at least we do like the little recap after we've installed everything and we know what's in, one or two things also comes up during that conversation, right? Like, I feel like it never really stops.
No.
Even in the game, obviously, you're at a whole nother level. You're making in-game adjustments and whatnot.
I think that's big, the in-game adjustments. Obviously, having a veteran like you, Stout, line coach, and all the help from every other coach that's on our staff, just those quick in-game adjustments, they're huge. You're huge. Like, how they play in the front? What's the technique? And you're like, hey, gosh dang, this guy's doing this. Like, hey, we can hit this. I remember one game, you came over to me, and I'm not going to say the play name on here. You'd be like, hey, just call this. And I'm like, done. That
was one of the questions on one of the episodes that we've done before was like, are our in-game adjustments real? Are our halftime adjustments real? And I feel like halftime adjustments do happen, but like, you don't have time to wait till halftime. Like we're making adjustments.
You got to do it right
drive
then and
after
there.
drive.
There's no question.
Yeah.
I think really the halftime thing is, hey, here's what we're thinking coming out to start this. Yeah. Hey, they've done this. We've already seen that. We've already made that adjustment. Be ready for something in the third quarter if they pop something new on us.
That's one of the most fun things about playing. I love the chess match and trying to figure out what are we doing? What are they? How are they attacking us? What are they trying to do to defend us? And when you're in that rhythm, it's pretty awesome.
There's no question. And you guys made it go, baby.
Yeah, well, you too.
You guys made it go.
Coach, can't thank you enough for coming on. I can't wait to see what you do in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Hey.
Congratulations.
You want to come coach? Come on.
So that's a conversation with Shane Steichen. How about that?
How about that, Eagles fans? That was your OC.
It was. And Travis, do you think you could pick Shane Steichen out of? Okay, I will skip it again.
Can we just move on?
Sorry,
from
I'm just thinking
me
to the
not
script.
knowing anybody. Can we just move on?
I know you know Shane Steichen.
I get it.
I know you know Shane Steichen. All right.
No, he's the best.
So, anyways. Anyway, Shane Steichen talked about going on The Price is Right. It was a big accomplishment of his.
That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go on.
I would want to do any game show, to be honest with you.
Really?
Any game show. I mean, there are game shows that I'd be good at, and there are game shows that I'd be bad at.
We've always been big game show guys.
We love watching them.
Network.
What game shows do you think you'd be good at, or which ones would you want to go on?
I've always wanted to do Family Feud. Obviously, Price is Right.
Family Feud. That'd be a good one for the whole
fun.
family.
Yeah, I think we'd hold our own.
Yeah, as long as Raphael was there.
Raphael's a stud. Yeah. What else? What other game shows?
I think Family
Dad
Feud
was a big Jeopardy guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't good. I think you have a
What?
Dad was not good at Jeopardy.
He was so good.
He was not good.
What? You just see him just wings and blue cheese and just what is Albert Einstein?
My favorite game show to go on, and I would dominate because I'm a full-grown man, is Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The classic game. That was probably our favorite one growing up. That and Guts.
Guts was awesome. I loved Global Guts more because I always like to put a competition between continents and countries. Yeah, I'm a big international games person because there is nothing. Listen, I love when Philadelphia sports win, but there's nothing more that gets me jazzed up than the USA kicking the shit out of some Swedish kids.
Hey, chill out. Oh, it's electric.
I don't even know if there was ever.
It's electric, and we love it.
To be honest with you, I don't know why I went straight to Sweden.
Because we have the upper hand.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. What countries would we struggle with in Global Guts? Think of the games that are in Global Guts and the activities that would require you to get to the top of the aggro crag. What countries would be tough for the USA to compete in?
I don't even know how to gauge this.
I mean, what are the best countries?
Canada.
What are the best countries athletically in general?
Canada.
No.
What?
Is there? I don't remember there being an ice event at Global Guts where they were skating. Yeah. Who? I don't know. I don't think Canadians would be good at Global Guts. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, my favorite games were Legends of the Hidden Temple and Guts. We just talked about this.
No, those were our two favorites growing up. Couldn't get enough of them. And I don't know why. I don't know if this is everybody in America, but I always thought that I was way better than the kids that were actually on there.
Well, that's because you were. Those kids were. You just never got the opportunity. Those kids were some producer's son that wanted to go on, and he.
Stop. These kids were handpicked.
They were not the best of the best.
Yeah.
The kids on that game show were not based on merit. They would do the little video intro. I'm not buying it. There's much better that the USA has to offer for the Global Guts community. From watching it and watching the kids that did get to compete, I was always jealous. And I always wanted a piece of the
Are you kidding me? Still, who doesn't?
I wanted so bad that I've scoured the internet looking for aggro crag, and it is harder to find than you think.
No way. There's got to be.
I mean, it's out there, but I can't find it. I've looked on eBay and Amazon.
Nickelodeon's got to have a few in the back, right? They got to have a few in storage.
I don't want it from Nickelodeon.
Why you don't?
No.
What, do you want it from one of the kids that won?
I want a legitimate. It's not a real piece of aggro crag if somebody didn't compete and win for it. It's just a prop. It's a piece of plastic, Travis.
I would assume that's probably what all trophies are.
I want, but when it's paid for with blood, sweat, and tears, that's the trophy I want.
You're firing me up right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All
Listen,
Let's get it.
I want some aggro crag. And
Anybody that's won one of these things.
yeah, if you have some aggro crag, I'm saying we got some free tickets to our show. If you're a 92%er, I will gladly hand over a ticket to our show.
Aggro crag for tickets?
Yeah. I mean,
right.
I'll give a lot more than our tickets, to be honest with you, but that's a good starting point.
It's up to you. 92%ers, get the word out. Let's get some aggro crag
or
in
a
the background
pendant,
here.
Or a pendant from
Is it crag or crag?
crag. Aggro crag.
Is that a real word or is it just made up?
Crag, I think crag is another word for like a mountainous formation. A steep or rugged cliff. I think I nailed that.
Well, let's go to school, kids.
My real favorite show, though, was Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That was your favorite one?
Yeah, of course. That was
What was your
everybody's
favorite
one.
T-shirt?
What was my favorite team?
Yeah.
I was a big Green Monkeys guy.
Green Monkeys.
I liked Green Monkeys. Red Jaguars was okay. Blue
Blue
Barracudas
Barracudas. That was
terrible.
mine.
That was an awful
I
one.
love that one.
They would always do good in the first event because it was swimming based.
I thought it was, who's purple? Purple Parrot?
Purple Parrots,
Yeah.
Silver Snakes.
Silver Snakes, that one.
I don't gamble a lot. The only thing I ever really got big into gambling was Legends of the Hidden Temple. And it was really just gambling for bragging rights.
This is like later on
pick a
in
team.
life. This is later on in life.
Yeah, back when in my teenage years to young 20s, there was a television show or television channel called Nick Gas, which would just play reruns of all these Nickelodeon game shows. And I would just watch Legends of the Hidden Temple with my friends, and we would bet on the kids.
At what
Not
point, though?
money, though. We would just be like, I think that guy's going to win. And then
At
if you
what
won,
point?
you got to brag about it. Huh?
At what point, though?
Immediately. All you got to see is the opening of like, here's the Silver Snakes!
Intro?
Telling you can get a lot of information in that intro. These kids are looking all around. There's no chance they're paying attention to Olmec. 0% chance.
Oh, you did the last,
The second portion.
Where
Where
you
you
gotta
have to.
hear.
Olmec's going to tell you a story. If that kid isn't paying attention right from the get go, there's no chance he's listening to Olmec.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if I would have been good at Legends of the Hidden Temple then.
You would have been good because I would have been on your team.
Not right now.
We would have complimented each other.
You
And there's no chance one of those temple guards is holding me back.
You complete me.
I don't even need a pendant.
If anybody's got a pendant out there from Legends of the Hidden Temple, we'd appreciate that too.
All righty. That wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you so much to Shane Steichen for sitting down with me. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel so you know when new episodes come out. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
You know it. Shane, sorry again for not noticing you in that
It's fine.
photo. I really do. I got a lot.
He probably didn't even
more.
see it. He didn't see it.
And once again, New Heights is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. And follow us on all social media platforms at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. And thank you to our production and crew. And thank you to the 92%ers. You guys are the best. Can't wait to see some aggro crack coming up soon.
Dude, if you give me some aggro crag, I'll make you a 0.92%er, which is means you're coming to the show.
Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.